Mike here with another Badonsky Buccaneers video fishing report, and as promised, we're headed back to Crystal River. We're going to meet up with our good friend Marrio Castello at Tall Tales Charters. He's going to pick us up first thing in the morning there at the Plantation Resort, and we're going to go out and see if we can find some snook. They've also been catching some sheep's head, triple tail, of course, trout and redfish. So stick around, because you never know what's going to happen.
On this trip, we decided to try out the Plantation, a very nice resort with 196 rooms to choose from, including suites and golf villas. It's nestled on a waterfront corner of over 200 acres of beautiful Florida countryside, along with a 27-hole golf course. We checked in and unloaded, barely resting before taking a little walk around the resort, then trying out the on-site West 82nd Bar and Grill dinner menu. Afterwards, having curbed our hunger, we decided to retire for the night.
Well, it's morning, and so far the wind's calm, but that's likely to change any second. We're headed over to the other side of the complex, to the marina, to meet up with Marrio, who ought to be there in just a minute. But when we get there, we're going to set up a couple of our rods to bring along with us, and then we'll get loaded and we'll be on our way. We'll see what happens.
We got everything loaded on Marrio's Carolina skiff and headed out. This morning started off cool, about 45 degrees, but the forecast called for 70s later in the day with gusty winds. So once again, Marrio would be faced with a challenge of adverse conditions to put us on the fish. But he's been good at it so far. Our first spot is along a tree-lined bank adjacent to the power plant channel. Marrio hooks the first fish, a skipjack, also called ladyfish and poor man's tarpon. He landed a couple of these aerobatic fish while we were here. We're using live shrimp for bait, hooked on an 1/8 ounce jig head, tossing them towards the bank and slowly working them back towards the boat. Next, Teresa puts a nice trout on the boat, her favorite. We caught a few of these trout at this spot.
That's a pretty one.
Here, Marrio's hooked a nice redfish. Just a note, as of May 1st, 2016, the Florida Northwest Zone bag limit will change from 2 to 1 per person per day until further notice. And again, he's picked up another skipjack. They're not good table fare, but always fun to fight on light tackle, especially if you have a couple of kids on the boat looking for action. Here, Teresa's caught a nice slot redfish. And although legal size, we released this one as well as all of our redfish today. Once the bite slowed a bit at that spot, Marrio wanted to check out crab trap markers for triple tail. Easily spotted inshore, they will typically float on their side near floating structure until a passing bait grabs their attention. We searched 80 or so traps before finding a fish that we could throw a bait at. This is Teresa's first triple tail, so Marrio is instructing her on how to toss the live shrimp up current to lure the fish into taking the bait.
I got him now. Look, Mike, I got him now.
Right in the net.
This fish was undersized, but it was good practice for Teresa for her next chance to get one.
I've caught him before. See that mark right there? I've caught this one before. That's why it was a little bit harder to catch. So he's been hooked.
Now Marrio is hooked up with a modest-sized Jack Crevalle, about 6 pounds or so, another really fun fish to fight on light tackle. Designed sort of like a tuna, they can make long, hard runs in open water. Unlike tuna, they aren't believed to make very good table fare, largely due to their bloody and strong flavored meat. Years ago, we would catch them in Mobile Bay, Alabama, in the summer, and often referred to them as canal tuna. They would weigh as much as 40 to 50 pounds and would produce long, hard runs capable of spooling our larger spinning reels. Now I'm hooked up with a decent-sized snook, our target species today. Considered the Florida saltwater bass by lots of inshore anglers, they are highly sought after due to their hard fights when hooked and great table fare. Although many sport anglers practice catch and release most of the time since the freeze of 2010, when the Florida snook suffered high death tolls. Today I'm using my favorite inshore trout combo, a Quantum Smoke 30 PTS spooled with 12-pound test Finn's Wind Tamer braided line, perfect for today's conditions. It's mounted on a 7-foot Falcon Coastal XG rod with a medium action and light tip. This fish has set me well on my way to an inshore slam, being the combination of a snook, speckled trout, and redfish.
Sorry, not going to answer that one.
After a quick photo op, we set him loose.
Alright, that's one. You get a second one.
Now Teresa has hooked up with a Jack Crevalle. Today she's been fishing with one of Marrio's new Pin Fierce 2 3000 series spinning reels spooled with Finn's Wind Tamer braided line. She doesn't normally fish with braided line, but she seems to have gotten the hang of it today.
Oh well, that was a fight.
Yeah, they quite good.
We tried a couple other spots, but neither the fish nor the wind would really cooperate, so we headed in to find some redfish in the mangroves. And I did manage to get one to take to hook. This is one of the aspects I love about fishing here, getting up in these mangrove islands and hunting redfish. Other targeted species for the area here are Spanish mackerel, cobia, black drum, snapper, grouper, flounder, and in the summer, tarpon, and don't forget about the scallop season. Well, the fish seem to have gotten harder to find by now, and Teresa's had enough, so we decided to throw in the towel and head in.
Well, we had a really good time here in Crystal River this trip. We had a great day on the water with Marrio, caught a few fish, we let a few go, and took a few home for the dinner plate. We stayed here at the Plantation Resort, which has a restaurant, tiki bar, and also has a modest dive shop and marina. So be sure to check them out for your next trip. Well, that's about it. We hope you all enjoyed the show. Have a great day and God bless.
We really enjoyed our stay at the plantation. The staff was friendly and helpful. The accommodations were great, very classy, but reasonably priced. With the West 82nd Bar and Grill and the Tiki Bar, there was always a comfortable spot to get a cold drink, snack, or dinner. As usual, we enjoyed our day on the water with Marrio, so if coming to the area with plans of a charter fishing trip, be sure to give him a call. He's based out of the plantation, docked right here at the marina, just a few steps away from the resort. The dive shop's also located at the marina, which not only has a large supply of snorkel gear, GoPro cameras, and accessories, but also has a modest tackle shop, including a nice assortment of commonly used lures as well as live bait. There is a boat launch here as well as storage for your truck and trailer, but plan ahead, it can get crowded in the summer, especially after scallop season opens. Well, that about wraps up this Badonsky Buccaneers fishing report. We hope you've enjoyed it and found it informative as well as entertaining. Have a great day and God bless.
Just editing.
Okay, get it. Well, looks like it might be a small craft advisory, so we might not get out to the place we want to go. We might have to just settle, like I did when I married my wife.
And I'm going to put that on the bloopers.
No, you're not. I will
You
kick-
said it.
I will kick your ass.
Well, I'll just have to be prepared for an ass kicking.
Michael, you're not going to put that on the bloopers.